Hey y'all, this is my review for Basketball Wives, episode 23. So we left off last week on sort of a cliffhanger of Jennifer surprising the ladies with Laura being there. So she gets to the table and the reactions are actually pretty positive. Like in the last episode, they made it seem like, oh, who this bitch? You know, like with the dirty looks, but Evelyn's glad to see her, Brandy, Jackie, Brooke. We do cut to Giselle's confessional, and she's like, who the hell is this? Anywho, as soon as Laura sits down, she wants to address Jackie, and she actually apologizes to her for, I guess, an inappropriate conversation that she had with her daughter. Now, this was a few seasons ago on Basketball Wives LA before I got into it. I got into LA when they combined the franchises, so maybe y'all can help me out below. I do think it was smart of Laura, though, to address it so she comes in with a clean slate with all the ladies. Moving on though, Evelyn telling the table BS about, oh, we're all here, I just want to have a good time on the trip. Brandy interrupts her and says, well, I confided in you and you used stuff I told you about Jason against me. And then Evelyn's excuse was, oh, well, you were throwing jabs. And Brandy's like, I wasn't throwing jabs, I was telling you facts. And yeah, the fact was she was being fake about the whole Jackie thing. It's like y'all got mad at Brandy for doing the exact same thing that Evelyn did. So when Brandy calls her out on this fakeness, Evelyn's like, oh, well, I think you being fake with Jason. She did it again. Like, I would have threw my drink in her face. Like, it's just so disrespectful, and Brandy needs to come up with a comeback to that. I think I would just go low because, you know, Evelyn has no reason to talk about anybody in regards to relationships or men. They're going back and forth, and then Evelyn tries to throw Brooke into it because of what she's going through with Brandy. And then Brandy asks her, do you really think I'm talking about your situation? At least this time she's cordial talking about it with Brandy, but I still don't understand why she's not more upset at Evelyn because I think she did the bigger offense, which is inviting Jackie without even telling her. As Brooke is talking about her failed relationship, she then calls out Jennifer because of what she said about Brooke comparing her relationship to, you know, her and the scammer. And Jennifer said she wasn't being shady, she was just stating the fact. She said she met her scammer 6 months before she introduced him to the ladies. Jennifer's like, at the end of the day, they were just being protective of her, and Brooke acknowledges that, but she does tell them, let her vajayjay have some fun. Now, I think that's fine and all, but don't think with your vajayjay, think with your brain, because she was ready to move in with this man. Afterwards, Giselle calls out Dr. Cheyenne about the women's empowerment event. Now, did y'all see that? She went viral talking to Cam Newton, and apparently she has a podcast or whatever. Like, this is my first time seeing her on Basketball Wives, so I was a little surprised. And I don't even think she's a doctor. Like, I think it's one of those online degrees she has, but be that as it may, she's still messy. So then she's telling Giselle, well, you weren't there when the gay bashing happened. Now everyone's like, well, Brooke and Giselle was like, hold on now, there wasn't no gay bashing. And I'm like, yeah, like gay bashing? Really? Now, what Brooke said was probably a little problematic, but gay bashing? No. And to top it all off, Giselle calls her out and say, well, you weren't even out there. And Cheyenne is lying, and then we have production with the footage. Cheyenne was not outside when it happened. If anything, the gays were about to bash Brooke because all those lesbians was about to jump her. I love Jackie's commentary. I mean, she wacky as hell, but we gotta keep on this show. So, Cheyenne and Brooke are still going back and forth. She calls her low functioning, and then Brooke now, she's like, well, you're classless and tasteless. We cut to Jackie's confessional. She's like, I feel like I'm at Wimbledon. Woo, woo. Brooke then tells Cheyenne, you're over 40, you have no kids, no man, no husband, you ain't got nothing going on. I mean, that's kind of a weak read. I mean, just because she not married with kids? Brooke, you can do better than that. As they're going back and forth, Cheyenne just gets up from the table and walks away. Did they even eat yet? I don't think they did. Oh, I guess it's the editing because I see food on the table, but as Cheyenne leaves from the table, they all laughing now, and that's the end of the scene. So a little later in the evening, we're in Jackie's room and Evelyn's coming over. They hug each other like they good girlfriends. I'm tired. At this point, I just want to fast forward to the reunion because I want to see where the group dynamic is now, because this is just all so fake. So the gist of their conversation is, how can they get Brooke and Cheyenne to get along for the rest of the trip? And then they bring up the fact that Laura is there. And then, we see that, okay, a possible storyline, a conflict of interest, because Evelyn is friends with Shawnee, and allegedly Laura had some dealings with Shaq, and she was like the catalyst for their divorce. This is again outside of Basketball Wives Miami, so I don't know that. But Evelyn says in her confessional that that has nothing to do with her. It's not her fight. She's still gonna try to find a way to bring it up in front of the group. Next scene, I believe it's day 2. We see 3 of the ladies doing yoga. It's Brandy, Brooke, and Jacille. Jacille is talking about Cheyenne because, after dinner they had their conversation. Cheyenne is still calling it gay bashing. She's saying her masculine lesbian friend was offended, therefore it was gay bashing. That's not how gay bashing works. So then we see Brandy and Brooke talking out their situation. And I think she's only trying to resolve her issue with Brandy because, someone she don't fuck with is now on the trip. Well, 2 people she don't fuck with. She's now equally mad at Evelyn still, I think. So she wants some type of ally. So she's just like, you know what? Let me just let this go. Again, I'm tired of 2 of them beefing because it's reminding me how Malaysia and Brandy used to beef. It's like, I'm tired of it. So they make amends, thank God. And now Brooke is talking about Brandy's beef with Evelyn, as well as Evelyn's double standard of bringing Jackie on the trip. They all agree that it's just not cool. So fast forward to the ladies doing the activity for the day, and Jackie and Jennifer are doing their own thing because Jackie wants to have a one-on-one with her to try to apologize. It looked like Jackie's doing what she does every season, getting the ladies one by one to, get back in their good graces. I swear it's the same thing every season. Jackie has at least 6 different personalities, and this is the one where it's Jackie is taking accountability, she apologizes, and here we go talking about the phone situation again, how she shared Jennifer's nudes, which is apparently available on the net. Y'all can look it up, don't send it to me. So we see Jennifer accept Jackie's apology again. We'll see how long this lasts before a different personality of Jackie's appears. So now we're with the other ladies. They're headed to a tequila tasting on the beach, and Brooke is still pissed at Evelyn, but it's not the I'm not speaking to you. It's more so in a fun way, I'm sitting next to this bitch, or where your 2 friends at. It's a different vibe to how she was mad at Brandy. So we see Brooke talking to Laura about how she apologized to Jackie when she saw her, and she's saying that she feels like Jackie didn't deserve that apology regarding her daughter because of how Jackie is regarding the situation with her daughter. Now, we come to Laura's confessional, and she's like, I acknowledge how, Jackie has hurt Brooke, but her comparing this to my situation with Jackie, not the same. And I totally agree with her. At this point, I'm wondering, what could Jackie possibly say to make amends with Brooke? Because Jackie clearly ain't going nowhere on this show. So they would get rid of Brooke before Jackie. So Brooke better make it work. Speaking of which, we see Jackie and Jennifer joining the ladies, and then we overhear Brooke saying, here she come with them hot ass clothes on. Jackie will even wear black in 100-degree weather. I gotta hand it to Jackie. She's getting the ladies' forgiveness one by one. And I'm wondering, is her and Jacille gonna have a conversation? Because she's still talking about her and hating to hear her talk. I don't know. It looked like they're already cool. Maybe they had a discussion already off camera. Okay, so they're doing the tequila tasting. Fast forward. So then we see Jackie and Laura talking, and Jackie's filling her in about her particular dynamic with the group right now. And, how she's trying to get forgiveness. Of course, Laura brings up what Brooke told her to Jackie. And Jackie says she doesn't know what to do in that situation because Brooke is going to have to move on. Laura seems to think it's possible for the 2 of them to move forward. But then again, she wasn't here for the entire season to see what went down. We then cut to the other ladies, and Jennifer's telling them how her and Jackie made amends. We cut to Brooke confessional, and she still feels skeptical about Jackie, but she's happy she's on her best behavior. So then we see all the ladies sitting together now, and then Brooke makes an announcement that the Bachelorette party is going to be tonight for Jennifer, and even Wacky Jackie is invited. So baby steps. Again, production is doing some stunts and shows. I'm sure they sat Brooke down and been like, Brooke, you gotta include her. We're sorry, but Jackie is the show, so you have to invite her. It just doesn't make sense to me, like how it's this easy for Jackie to just weasel her way back in the group after all the vitriol she said on the phone about these women. So fast forward later in the evening, we see the Bachelorette party. It's going to be celebrating newly married Giselle and Jennifer, who's about to get married to her scammer. The ladies are all getting along right now. They're all in this like lace gear. That's the theme. Jennifer looks good. But to be fair, Jennifer's always been good in the looks department. Wow, so as the party's starting, everybody's getting along. It's like no drama ever happened between anybody. Child, everybody talking about sex now. The ladies are all in lace attire. You know Jackie getting moist. You know she loves this environment. Okay, so that was a cute moment. So Jennifer got a paddle as her gift, and she's doing this as a callback to Evelyn's iconic Pat the Puss moment. Yeah, I know y'all hate Evelyn, but you know, that's still a very memorable reality TV moment. So here we go with the sex game. We're gonna fast forward through this just a little bit, cause I don't care to hear about any of these ladies' sex lives, cause look, I'm a gay man. Lord, not them talking about cream pies on here. They had to bleep it out, but it's definitely on the closed caption. Everyone is flashing their titties, fast forward. And not Jackie trying to record the ladies as they're flashing each other. You know what? I'm not even surprised. So in the middle of the game, we see Brandy gets up and she wants to have her one-on-one with Jackie. Now, the gist of their conversation, Brandy's asking how could she say this to her, and again, we get Jackie's sob story. She's apologetic now. Again, they're getting one of the 6 personalities of Jackie that's a kind person. As Brandy's breaking it down for Jackie, it is confusing given that she says that Jackie and Doug were advocates of Brandy and her husband Jason staying together. All Jackie can say is, I'm sorry, I apologize, the sister bullshit, forgive me. So like clockwork, Brandy forgives Jackie again. I gotta hand it to Jackie. She may be a nutcase, but she is a master at fooling these ladies with an apology. So far, Jackie's in a good place, I believe, with Giselle, Evelyn, Brandy, and Jennifer. So all that's left now is Brooke. So we're back with all the ladies now. Evelyn's trying to pry into Laura's business about her ex. And then they continue with this game with kiss the person next to you. And then we see Evelyn and Brooke making out. We cut to Brooke confessional. Now she's having so much fun. She's not even mad at Evelyn anymore for inviting Cheyenne and Jackie. So it looks like the game is over, but an intoxicated Jennifer wants to give Evelyn her flowers because, you know, they started this franchise together. I mean, I believe that personally. Y'all can disagree if y'all want. But she's just saying, like, she's grateful for her friendship. And when they fell out, I thought it was a wrap for them. So it is nice to see them together. It's nostalgic. Jennifer and her accent, I love it. Because no one really understood. All right, so we have some tears. Jennifer's talking how she appreciates everybody. Everyone's getting along. It's kumbaya for now. And that's where the episode ends. This episode was actually entertaining, and dare I say, like, this season is much better than the last one, and I'm kind of enjoying it, y'all. Kinda. And then we see a preview for the next episode, and we see a big fight about to happen. Like, either it's involving Brandy, Cheyenne, Brooke, and Jackie, like, somewhere between those 4 people. So, yeah, I'm actually anticipating the next episode. You heard me right. I am anticipating an episode of Basketball Wives. I didn't know how we got here, but like I said, I stuck with this franchise, y'all, for y'all. for y'all. And it's paying off a little bit. So yeah, with that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all for the next episode. Bye.